Hi, this is Tarot Reader. This is a love, lust, sex tarot reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. The timeline is 1st of December 2022 till 31st of March 2023. For the Aquarians, if you're waiting for a confirmation or some sort of an acknowledgement from your partner or from someone who seems to be a so called friend but is not accepting or acknowledging any sort of a romantic or a sexual desire towards you, then some sort of a physical gesture is going to confirm that for you in the next 2 or 3 months. Okay, it could be a pat on the shoulder, it could be a touch, but something, or maybe a warm hug when you meet this person for the whenever you go out and when you just pick up this person or this person comes to pick you up, and that initial hug, something which is very physical, it's not verbal, but it's an acknowledgement that there is a romantic or a sexual desire and a need to get close to you. You need to be careful with addictions of any kind. Okay, whether it's alcohol, whether it's in any addiction, a cigarette, substance, or even a tea or coffee. Maybe the addiction is making you more hyper, so you're imagining a lot of passion and sex, but you're not able to do it in that moment because of the addiction issue. So you need to just check it. Okay, if it is too much of addiction, then check it with a physician or a doctor. Okay, I don't think because I could be wrong. I'm not to comment on this, but sometimes it's not easy to get rid of addictions, but sometimes you take it more simply by thinking that by taking it more you'll be able to overcome that thought in your mind, but that's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm not saying you give up the addiction completely. Okay, but even if you want to keep it going, then you need to ensure that it is within those sustainable limits or levels. Okay, so if you take 4 cups of coffee a day, and then suddenly because of this thought process keeps coming to you take it to the next level, 7 or 8 cups, right? That won't really help you in much. It will give you more sleepless nights and more anxiety, and your cards are such that your anxiety and your anger is increasing a lot. You need to be very careful when you're driving. Okay, for the Aquarius woman, there's a high probability you might come across someone or you might get intimate with someone during your cycle phase, but that's actually going to be lucky for you. For the Aquarius woman, I see 3 to 4 characters. Okay, one is a man. He's aggressive, broad, muscular built, very masculine, but maybe a little bit younger to you. Could be from the uniform background or from the armed forces. Very ruthless, but also very masculine and charming. The sexual energy, the connect is very strong between the two of you. Okay, you might initially think that he's pretty masculine and charming. He might have other girls looking out for him. Why would he come towards for you? But nothing like that. I see a mutual attraction. Okay, the only thing is that you can't keep a consistent equation or a relation with this man. It will always be in bits and pieces or in breaks. Let's say he visits you today, the next connect will be after 3 months or 4 months. It can never be consistent. At the same time, whenever it's planned, don't assume that it is going to happen, because this is a man who can cancel plans at the last moment. Okay, I'm not asking you to be vindictive or revengeful with him, because that will not help, because he already has that temperament, and maybe you love those men who are stubborn and vindictive. So even if you don't have to go, you'll give him some excuse, some silly feminine excuse to dodge it. Okay, rather than be very rude and blunt and straightforwardly say, no, I'm not going to come. That's not going to work out, because then you will feel you've lost out on a man who could have given you good amount of passion. Someone who would it's not just even passion. A night out for a coffee or a dinner with him itself is extremely charming, because the energy level this person brings, the charm, the arrogance, okay, and the chivalry he carries. Although he is ruthless, but when he is with a girl, he knows how to make her feel like a queen in that moment. That's what you will enjoy. There are 2 or 3 other men I see. One is a man who's much elder to you, very ruthless, very arrogant, very powerful. Maybe he's someone from the government or a political background, or someone who's extremely influential. This man is giving you a lot of attention. Okay, he may not be a performer. He might even have skin concerns. Okay, or maybe he's expecting a lot from you in terms of passion. Okay, I will not advise you to be rude to him. Neither am I asking you to go close to him. But you need to keep him at a distance and ensure that you get the benefits of work, maybe favors or something, before you dump. And you will always give him your emotional trauma. You're not supposed to show it to an elderly man who's interested in you that age is an issue, or you have someone else in your life. You're not going to show that. Even if you're married, you're not going to show you're happy in your marriage. You're going to show, you have to crib, you have to be this person who's looking for sympathy. I'm sorry, but you have to be this crybaby in front of someone so egoistic and resourceful. You can't afford to make him an enemy. And if you show him that you're happy in any way, this person is bound to get jealous. So you need to be very careful over there. For the Aquarius woman who is married, be careful. The passion between the two of you is not that strong, or maybe there are some issues. There are some verbal arguments or some discord in the marriage because of the in-laws, that the passion is missing. So you need to be a little bit more careful. You'll have to learn to be a little bit more shameless and manipulative with your partner. It's not your fault, but the problem is that when you are married or you're tied to a man who's so cunning and he if there's an emotional discord, he tries to vent that frustration on the passion element. That means this is a man, he's not going to understand a straightforward language. He's someone you have to tweak, to manipulate and get your work done from him, right? So somewhere you need to change your modus operandi. I could be wrong. Go by your instinct. Okay. There is another man I see. He's much elder to you, very powerful, broad forehead, very, very powerful person. He's someone who's also very affluent, very overconfident. Okay. He's not a very great performer, but I'm not saying he's a low performer in passion. No. But he's not that masculine or that charming as that guy from the uniform background or the guy who I mentioned is younger to you. But this guy who's elder and powerful, he's not very old also. He's a few years elder to you possibly, but he is coming closer to you. He's someone who can make you feel happy through his gestures rather than passion. So that's something that is interesting. Okay. If you are investing a lot in a long distance relationship, whether you're an Aquarius woman or a man, and you're keeping hopes that this is going to be a relation which is going to give you a lot of passion and everything, you need to, I'm not saying you disconnect with this relation, you keep it on the side, but you need to look for someone else as well. This relationship is only keeping you on hold. You're waiting for that person. You're not letting anyone else enter your life. And in this idealism, you're the one who's suffering. So I'm not advising you to hold on for this. I'm not even advising you to dump this person. What I'm advising you is be a little bit more selfish. Keep this person on a hold in the parking lot and look for someone else who can actually give you happiness in the moment, in person, in flesh and blood. Yeah. Even going out on a normal date, like a coffee date or a lunch date or a dinner date, is at least it will make you feel happy. It will make you feel as if you have a purpose in life. Okay. Even if passion doesn't happen, the presence itself will make a lot of difference. But just talking to someone and just keep waiting for someone for way too long, it doesn't really make sense. Okay. Unless and until the person makes an effort to meet you, maybe once in a month or once in 2 months, and the passion and the intimacy is there. Okay. But honestly, if relationships were so idealistically possible, then I don't think there would have been so many love spells or love rituals on YouTube or Instagram. Yeah. So the reason is because most of the people look for complicated relationships, but that's absolutely normal. That's how the human heart is. We go for things which are not easy to get. We crave for things which are not easy to hold on to also. Yeah. I see a competition. So there is for the Aquarius woman, there is a female friend of yours who's also connected to your boyfriend or the man you are in love with, or even if he's your casual fling. For the Aquarius man, there is one more friend, a male friend, who's also known to your girlfriend or your sexual partner. This competition you need to be careful with. And you're not supposed to connect your partner to any friend of your sex. Okay, like if you're a girl, don't connect to your partner to another girl. If you're a man, don't connect your partner to another man. Okay. One thing is that for the Aquarius man or woman, if you're looking for same-sex passion, then you're going to come across a lot of characters who are much elder to you, far more powerful, non-judgmental. They are also going to be a little bit more caring and affectionate towards you and your emotions. Yeah. So mostly look out for the elderly partners if you're looking for same sex. Okay. The same age or the younger ones are going to be a little bit more ruthless and more aggressive towards your, they will be judging you more. Okay. or categorizing you in slots, or expecting, putting tags on you whether you can give them pleasure or no. Something so intimate and something that's supposed to be enjoyed and worshipped is going to be categorized by someone else who doesn't even have the intention to give you happiness. I'm not asking you to dump this person, just keep him aside, him or her aside. Look for someone who's a little bit elder, mature, because I see someone elder, on the contrary, approaching you rather than you approaching that person. That can also happen. Yeah. For the Aquarius man, if your marriage is in a mess and you're trying to get out of it, be careful. Any powerful man from the in-laws side could create trouble for you. So you enjoy your life outside, no one has stopped you, but you won't be able to uh, put an end to your matrimonial status. You won't be able to get that clarity in your personal life. So this duality where you are looking for peace in the house and looking for passion outside, for some reason it's not going to end so soon. Okay. But for those of you, Aquarius men or women, if you're going to any litigation or any complicated legal or cop issue or police issue, possibly you're going to connect with someone in the court, or in the court premise, or in the police station. I mean, that's the irony with life, right? But you're going to connect with someone over there. Addiction issues need to be controlled. Okay. And try not to discuss about your love or passion life with anyone within the family. Okay, because that's going to create more anxiety. Okay. Also try and avoid or ensure that you are not dating or trying to get close to anyone known to the friend circle or the family circle. It will unnecessarily create a lot of havoc. Aquarius woman, wear a diamond. Okay. Do one thing on a Friday or a Saturday evening, buy yourself something in blood red. Could be a lingerie, could be a scarf or a stole, but something which you will wear, something which is expensive, luxurious, even if it's one piece. Okay. And ensure you wear a silver anklet on your left ankle. Yeah, at least 50 or 60 grams and above. For the Aquarius man, okay, wear a leather belt, a pure leather belt if you can. Okay. And purchase the belt on Friday or a Tuesday. Yeah. And if possible, buy a strong spicy perfume on a Friday or a Tuesday evening, and use it when you go out for your adventures. Yeah. I hope I have not offended you. Thank you. Blessed be.